Hey, Mr. Allred, and we're going to work some more practice problems with simplifying expressions with exponents in them. And the first one I have here, A, has a fraction, and on top of that fraction is 2x to the fourth, y to the negative 4, z to the negative 3. And on bottom, 3x squared, y to the negative 3, z to the 4. So we need to come across here and kind of collect things. And what you need to remember is when you divide, of course, the 2 and the 3 are the whole numbers here. They're going to stay 2/3. But when you divide exponents, you want to divide like ones. And what that means is you're going to take the base and you're going to subtract exponents. So we have x to the fourth over x squared. So that'll be x to the 4 minus 2. Then for the y, we'll have y to the negative 4 over y to the negative 3. And as you get good with this, you'll probably save yourself some time, but that'll be y to the negative 4 minus negative 3. And the last one there, the z, I won't color it, but you'll have z raised to the negative 3 minus 4. And let's see if we can clean that up. The 2/3 is still there. X to the 4 minus 2 will be x squared. Y to the negative 4 minus negative 3. Minus negative 3 is a positive 3. So y to the negative 4 plus 3 would be y to the negative 1. And z to the negative 3 minus 4 would be z to the negative 7, if I don't make a mistake. Let me see if I can move me up here. My picture's going to be in the way. Look. Watch me follow. So I don't like negative exponents in the end, so let's clean that up. We'll make it 2x squared, since the 2 is the top of the fraction and the x is the only one that has a positive exponent. 2x squared over 3. We'll take y to the first to the bottom, so it'll just be y. Z to the negative 7 to the bottom, so it'll just be z to the 7. Okay, so 2x squared over 3y z to the 7th. Okay. B, this problem is 4 times, this is the numerator, 4 times x to the 0, which right away, let's just go ahead and fix that. X to the 0 is just 1, so let's just mark it out. Okay, it doesn't need to be there. Then we'll have 4 times y to the negative 2 times z cubed, and that'll all be over 4x. Well, 4 over 4 is just 1, so that will reduce out, so we don't even have to worry about it. Now, when we look at the other things here, there's only one version of each variable. There's an x on the bottom because we didn't combine it with the top, and it has a positive on it, so if you understand that, that one on the bottom is x to the first. If I bring it up, it'll be x to the negative 1, which is counterproductive. I can always move it back. Okay, but the y to the negative 2 doesn't have anything to combine with it, so it should go to the bottom, and the z cubed should stay up top. So as we play that out, we'd have 1, which we're not going to write, but we'll have x on the bottom. The y to the negative 2 will go to the bottom as y squared, and the z cubed will stay up top. So we will have z cubed over xy squared. Okay. The last problem down here, C, is the quantity. So there's a parentheses, 2x to the fourth, y to the negative 3. And that quantity in parentheses is raised to the negative 2. So this is a little tricky here. Remember that if you have a parentheses, that exponent hits everything, even if it's a number. So the 2 will get hit, the x to the 4 will get hit, and the y to the negative 3 will get hit. So as we write that out, that'll be 2 to the negative 2, x to the 4 times negative 2, and y to the negative 3 times negative 2. So cleaning those up, I'm going to go ahead and fix work with the 2 to the negative 2 a little bit. So 2 to the negative 2, if I get rid of that negative, it will go to the bottom as 2 squared. And then out beside that we'll have x, and that'll be 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then y will be negative 3 times negative 2, which will be a positive 6. So let's clean this up in one last swoop. For the number part, 1 over 2 squared, that would be 1 over 4, so we can just put the 4 on the bottom. If you want to write a 1 on top, you can. X to the negative 8 will go to the bottom as x to the 8th. And y to the 6 will stay on top. So you'll have y to the 6 all over 4x to the 8th.